Okay, so I have another joke for you. This one is a traveling salesman joke. So a traveling salesman, he his car breaks down. Typical story. And he goes up to the farmhouse, and there's a farmer there. And he asked the farmer, "Can I stay the night? My car is broken down. I need to borrow the phone." And he goes, "I think my car is going to need to be towed." And so the farmer says, "Sure, you can stay the night." And as he's talking to the farmer, the salesman looks over and he sees a pigsty, and there's a pig there with three legs. And he says, "That pig has three legs." He goes, what happened to his leg?" And the farmer goes, "Oh, that's a special pig there." And he looks, and he notices the farmer's eyes are starting to water. He's getting really misty eyed. And so the salesman says, "Really?" He goes, "What's the story behind that pig?" And he says, "How did he lose the leg?" And he says, "Well," he says, he says, "a few years ago," he said, "that pig, there was a fire in the middle of the night." And he said, "That pig, he rushed into the house. He woke us all up." And he says, "And he actually dragged my grandma to safety out of that burning house." And the salesman goes, "Oh, that's terrible." So he lost the leg dragging your grandma to safety. And the farmer goes, "Oh, no, no, no." He says he did that without getting hurt at all. And the salesman goes, "Well, how did he lose?" And he goes, "Well, wait a minute." He goes, "I'm not done telling you." He goes, This is a remarkable pig." He says, "I mean, he's truly remarkable." He says, "I was working on a tractor." He says, "a few years back." He goes, and he goes, he says, "I was underneath the tractor." And he says, the tractor just kind of keeled over on top of me." And he said, that pig, he came out of nowhere. And he goes, "Just before the tractor was going to crush me, he pulled me to safety." And he says, and the salesman goes, "Oh, that's terrible." He says, "The tractor destroyed his leg, huh?" And he goes, "No, no, no, no." He goes, that pig was way too quick for that. He pulled me to safety, and he didn't get hurt." So the salesman goes, "Well, I don't understand." He goes, "Well, let me tell you." He says, "You're not letting me finish the story." He said, a year later, he says, "We had a bear attack." And he says, bear came out. He says, and it was, he says, my daughter was standing out in the garden. And he says, a bear came right at her. He goes, and wouldn't you know it?" He goes, "That pig, he came rushing out." He says, and he got in front of the bear. He says, and he actually scared that bear away. And the salesman, "Oh," he says, the bear ate his leg, huh?" And he says, "No, no, no." He goes, that's not how that happened." He says, "Well, how did he lose his leg?" And he says, "Well," he goes, a pig that special," he says, "you don't eat it all at once."